what is up? Today I have a little sit down and get ready with me and talk. I don't really have anything exciting to do today other than take the dog to PetSmart to get her little nails done and grooming, and maybe we'll probably go get some lunch and dinner later. I don't know. There's nothing really planned out for the day other than that and running a couple of errands. But I just feel like planning makeup because I've been feeling really bad lately, like just not good up here for the last 4 weeks or so. And I've had some good days, but more bad than good. But today's a good day, and I just wanted to feel good on the outside and sit down and play with some stuff. I put some purple in my hair, so I wanted to do some purple eyeshadow. Just feeling it, and I want to do something to go with this lippy that I just got. I just picked up a new lippy and I wanted to wear it, and I picked up a few other new things from Covergirl that we're going to talk about, and I used the Morphe Boss Mood on the eyes today. And yeah, I just wanted to sit down and chat, talk about what's been going on lately, why I've been kind of been just mopey and down because it's affecting my content and it's affecting everything, and I need to address it and talk about it with you guys. And it's gonna be kind of a low energy get ready with me. It's a little, I guess, kind of depressing, a little sad, but that's what we're talking about dealing with detoxing completely from nicotine and the havoc that brings out in your mind and body, as well as being 4 weeks completely sober and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what today's Get Ready With Me is going to be talking about and dealing with, which isn't going to be the normal content or anything. I just wanted to feel like we need to talk about it. I do talk about it in more detail in my vlogs, so if you want to really deep dive in there and see it kind of day to day, you can watch the vlogs. What I did vlog, some of it, the deep of it I didn't vlog anything. But yeah, today was a good day is a good day so far, and I am feeling good. So I wanted to sit down, film, talk, and or hang out with me while I do my makeup and we talk about some kind of serious, deep shit. Just keep watching. P.S. We also do talk about some makeup in there too. It's not just boring stuff. We do talk about some new products and test some things out and have a little fun in there. Good morning. It's 8 a.m. First day I've been up in almost 4 weeks and been productive. Been a few days here and there, like one or two. The last 4 weeks have been a bit of a struggle for me, but we'll talk about that while we do makeup. I just felt like sitting down doing some makeup today and doing something. I'm trying to stay up and stay awake so I can get back on a normal sleep schedule and be a productive human being that's not taking constant depression naps. I'm gonna use the Morphe Boss Mood. I'm in the mood for something purple. Am I feeling like a boss today? No, I'm actually not feeling that way at all. But I am in the mood for some purple eyeshadow because I put a little bit of purple in my hair and I'm having a pretty good hair day, so it's like, well, you know what, let's just sit down and film today. I don't have any concrete plans for the day or this makeup look. I know we're taking Pumpkin to PetSmart to get groomed today and running some errands, but nothing too exciting. We'll probably go get lunch at some point. I'm just gonna basically play with makeup and talk to you guys. Yeah, my energy is a little bit low today. I'm working on it. I'm feeling a little better. It's been a struggle the last 4 weeks. They've been rough. Take Candy Crush lightly, which is like a kind of pinky red tone. I'm just gonna take that in the transition and crease area. And so I just want to do something kind of purpley. If you watch my vlogs, then you probably have no idea why I'm on the struggle bus. Well, I quit drinking, I quit smoking, and I've been eating pretty clean keto. I cheated this weekend. We're not gonna talk about it. Food wise, I ate pasta and Dairy Queen. Like, your girl needed something, man. I was struggling. I was having a really bad, rough week. I think the week before was a little better than last week. But yeah, it's been 4 weeks though. 4 weeks sober and nicotine free. I think the nicotine is definitely the hardest part. The alcohol I could care less about, honestly. That was just a touch of the alcoholism there. I don't want to minimize it because it is a serious problem, but I don't really want to talk about it either. Like, talk about it. I've talked about it in my vlogs, but just say that I was drinking too much, too frequently, like binge drinking, and it was a bit of a problem. And it needed to stop. All this on my own. I didn't want to do therapy or group support systems. I'm just doing cold turkey, handle it myself. And so far, it's been 4 weeks and it's been okay. Like, the only thing I've had was the nicotine cravings. I think I had like one day towards the weekend at first where I was like, feeling like I need to go out or like, go drink or something, because that's what I would do on the weekends. It was an everyday thing. It was a weekend thing, but it was just wasn't, just one glass of wine or something, or two. It was 10. Like, it was binge drinking on a weekly basis, and I'd be sick for like a week or half the week. Yeah, because it started, like I knew I had a problem. So I'd stop for a while, then I'd try drinking something else. Like, maybe I can just have Michelob Ultras. But no, it never stops there. That's just a gateway thing. Because next thing that happens is I do shots of Jaeger or shots of whatever. And just like drinking for hours and until I passed out. It was incredibly unhealthy. And to me, it's like, for a while, it would be like once a year kind of thing. And I'd had it really under control. And I don't know what happened, but it all just went to hell in the handbasket this year. And it was almost every weekend. But the important thing is, I saw that it's a problem. I'm doing something about it. I'm not going to continue that behavior, because I'm sorry, I know myself. I know I can't have a drink because it's gonna turn into 20. And it's getting to a dangerous place. Mentally, physically, it need to stop. But anyway, all that being said, that has been pretty easy because it wasn't an addiction necessarily. It was just a bad habits of binge drinking. And I do think it was, it is a type of alcoholism. And I've researched it, and, I'm not going, not dumb about it. Like, I know what the problem was. I know what I was doing. And I don't want to be that person anymore. I didn't like that person. And so far, though, it's been 4 weeks and it's been good. I haven't had the clearest head for 4 weeks because of the not smoking. That's been the hardest part. I think I'm going to take the shade Sweet Beets, a little pinker. Yeah, the nicotine withdrawal has been really hard. I've slept a lot because I looked it up because I was feeling so exhausted and my head hurt. I was just feeling like all kinds of stuff. I'm just incredibly depressed and sad and just not necessarily angry or, you know, irritable a little bit, but not terrible, but it's more just mopey and just really sad and like wanted to cry a lot. It's like, what in the hell is going on with me? So I just looked up because I quit cold turkey. I'm like, what the heck's going on with me? Why am I feeling this way? And yeah, it's all just nicotine withdrawal. Like the tiredness because of the stimulant, when it, you know, you're detoxing from it, you're exhausted. And that's true, like that's what it said. And yeah, I've done nothing but sleep, and like I kept calling depression naps or craving naps. I can't tell which they were. They may have been just a little bit of both, because I've been sad and just slept. Like I just didn't want to be awake. Yeah, I think I might just now be kind of climbing out of the darkness and feeling better. I mean, I am up today doing something at least. I could barely like edit the videos that I have put up this month. They were just a struggle to get through them. To try to edit and just do anything has been so hard. I'm like, all I've wanted to do is sleep. That's all there is to it. That is all that I wanted. To literally just sleep. I didn't want to eat. I hadn't had an appetite. It's just been not wanting to even just, I don't know, I was like this, just depressed, just didn't care. Nothing was making me happy, nothing made me excited. Like we'd go to the movies, we'd go out to eat, we would, you know, do all these things that I normally love and just didn't care. Like I didn't want to even leave the house. That's not me at all. I love normally going places and doing things. I'm very, yeah, let's do this. Let's go here, let's do that. First day that I've really felt good. Even though I'm a little low energy. Seeming I am. My energy level's still not quite where it should be. But today I'm not craving a nap. I don't want to just check out today. Yeah, so they said that caffeine would have a stronger impact when you quit smoking. I'm waiting on that one. Yeah. I haven't had like real depression in a while. I normally just have anxiety issues. Oh, by the way, I'm using the shade Power Slayer. And, you know, and I know how to deal with my anxiety. And that was another reason to quit drinking, was exacerbating the depression and anxiety. I'm just building this up in that outer corner. But anyway, I've had some anxiety problems. Like I've had some panic attacks in my sleep and woke up with them, or anxiety attacks, whichever you want to call them. I know I was having some in my sleep. I'd wake up crying and, you know, feeling pretty shitty. And just like, that's been, I think, the biggest struggle, honestly, has been the sleep. Like I've had where I want to do nothing but sleep, but it's not real sleep. It's not restful, nice sleep. Like, it's just dozing and then waking up feeling like you haven't slept at all. And that's what it's been like for the last 4 weeks. And I think last night's the first time I woke up and felt like I actually slept and felt rested. And woke up feeling kind of happy and good and like, yeah, I like this purple. This is my kind of purple, the more plummy ones. I'm gonna take a flat brush like this and go and do some stuff on the lid here. I'm gonna take Indigo Queen. God, these names, Jesus Christ. These names in this palette, girl. I'm gonna take this on the lid. Yeah, I think this palette definitely performs best over a sticky base. Or over just your concealer. Yeah, this is a kind of purple I want. I'm hoping though that this mopiness and depressed stuff is done. It said it should start getting better around, week 4, and by 5 you should be back to normal. I hope it's over, because this has just been horrible, like, to not enjoy anything. And this isn't the first time I've quit, but this is the first time I've quit cold turkey. It's surprisingly a lot easier than I thought it would be, but harder at the same time. Like I'm kind of forgetting something, but I feel like the habit's kind of breaking, or is breaking this month. I haven't gone out really or been around anyone other than non-smokers and non-drinkers right now. And I woke up that's after that bender drinking, and I was just done with everything. That it was like a switch flipped in my brain, and I was just done with all of it. Done with the whole shitty lifestyle I was having, because it's not the life I want. I don't want to be somebody who drinks and smokes, and I don't know, it's time to change. I want to be a healthier person. I want to feel good about myself physically and mentally, and those things were destroying that. And I've been just not taking care of myself at all this past year. Like, I've been eating terrible, not going to the gym. I haven't started back at the gym yet, just because I have been so tired. But that will be changing soon. I can't do everything at once. But I'm feeling better, that I've been eating cleaner, and that's been making me feel a little better about myself. Like, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. I'm started feeling bad though, and tired of, I don't know. It was time for something new. It's time for to be a better person all around. I decided to be open about it and talk in my videos and on my blog, and about real life stuff, which I don't normally do. I'm not what you would call an open book, really. Online I am. My blog I am, but in person I'm not. I actually have a really hard time opening up in person to people. Which is actually, I've gotten a little better at that as time has gone, but I'm just still not the most emotionally available person, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I decided that this is a great way to be held accountable to myself. Like, I feel like I won't fuck it up as much if I'm open and talk about it. I feel like it's good for my mental health to be open and talk about these things, because I don't always feel comfortable talking to people in real life about them. But it's easier to talk to a camera or a keyboard. It's different. Like, I'm taking this shade Transform, which is like this super dark purple, like blackened grape. Let me just pop a little bit right here. And I think, like I had said in my vlog previously, that if I'm sharing my story, if I can inspire or help someone else, feel better and kind of try to get their life together too, why shouldn't I? I mean, I don't feel like it's not hurting anyone. If you think it could help and at least makes, if someone else is out there and they feel kind of alone, this maybe you won't feel as alone about it. So hey, you know, it's shitty things happen. We feel shitty sometimes, and we struggle with things. Everyone struggles with something. My struggle is this, and it's been a struggle for a very long time. I've on and off battled the alcoholism, little binge drinking bouts since I was a teenager. It's been, you know, it wasn't something I wasn't aware of. Like, I knew it was a problem. People have told me it's a problem, you know, like, it wasn't a surprise. What? I drink too much? No. But yeah, if, you know, the thing is, I know I can do it. I know I can go without it, and it's okay without it, and I like who I am without it so much more. I think it's just because I had not been around it for a while, and then went back to it and kind of went overboard, and then got into this habit of drinking. Like, for a while I wasn't smoking, I wasn't drinking for like a year and a half, and I felt great. You know, I felt really good. Just one of those things, I'm done. I'm just done. Okay, so I kind of jumped ahead. I had, you know, did foundation and all that, and concealer, because I wanted to try out, I don't know if this is like actually a new powder, but it was on an end cap at CVS, and it's a new shade at least. It's Covergirl True Blends Loose Mineral Powder, and it had it next to things that, you know, to bake with, and they also had a new concealer, which I should have bought, and I just didn't think about it. Like, I picked it up and I put it down. Why did I do that? But anyway, I got this powder. It's a loose, you know, translucent powder. What's in the shade translucent? And it's a bit messy. I haven't used it yet, but when I put it on the back of my hand, it looked like there's like micro shimmer in it, like very, very minute little shimmers in there, like just to like reflect light. It's nothing, like, it's not like a highlight or anything. It's like a radiant look. Anyway, it said you can bake with it on the sign or on the end cap, so we're gonna attempt that today and see how it goes. I'm not sure about the shade. It looks a bit deep for translucent, but we'll see. I'm gonna pick some up on my Sony Kashuk sponge. It's damp. I'm gonna knock some off on the back of my hand and go ahead and just set mine under eyes. Well, it looks definitely yellow. Damn it. Yeah, this looks like a banana powder on me. I don't know if it's reading on camera, but in person it's looking a tad yellow. Why is everything turned yellow on me? Gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna try some more here. Like, it's not the worst, obviously. Do the other side. It's just, it's not as light as I would want it to be. It's not as translucent as I would prefer. I think if you're not as pale as me, it would work. Sorry, I got a text. But as pale as I am, it's meh. Definitely like very, very micro shimmer in there. Like, it wouldn't even show on camera, I don't think. But there's a slight sheeniness to it. Just feeling kind of uninspired with makeup last couple of days, or last few weeks as well. Like, I played with a Profusion palette, had a good day playing with that, and I was like 2 weeks ago, I think. I need a influx of inspiration. Like, I need some new palettes or something to play with. This does look really nice on the skin. Just the color is just a tad off. But, I mean, I think that looks pretty good. I'll probably go back and knock off some excess in a minute, but in my little mirror right here, it looks alright. Yeah. For the rest of the face, I'm going to set with Covergirl Advanced Radiance, which is an oldie but a goodie. It's one I know I like. I've used for years. I've gone through a few of these. I picked one up the other day and I was like, ooh, yeah. I hadn't used you in a while. Yeah, I think the skin's looking pretty good. I mean, it's not as yellow as I thought it was. I have a new blush to try out today too. That is also from Covergirl. Classic old school. What are we called? Sophisticated sable. Your mama's blush, your grandma's blush probably. It is a classic for a reason though. It is a wonderful, beautiful universal blush color. This is from their Instant Cheekbones collection, which they've had for a million years. Since I was little, at least, they've had this. Because I remember my mom actually having this same, I took a little silly brush out, this same blush and using hers as a kid. But yeah, you can basically kind of contour with it, blush, highlight. This was before that was really a thing to do. These existed. Like I'm sure, I think these were probably inspired by Kevin Aucoin at the time when they came out. So maybe if they came out in the early 90s or around then, and there was something called Instant Cheekbones, I would think since he kind of put the contouring as we know it on the map in the early 90s, it's probably Kevin Aucoin, which actually, if you're from Louisiana, at least in my area, you would say Aucoin. But I've always heard when they talk about Kevin Aucoin, it being pronounced Aucoin. Like, but here we say Aucoin. I don't know. I've watched the documentary about him, but I can't remember what they said. I think they said Aucoin in it, like his family did. He's from Lafayette, which is an hour and a half from where I live. Anyway, I'm going to take this little pointy brush, like a tulip brush. And first I'm going to go into this deepest shade on the end. This is also kind of like draping. You would use something like this, like Marc Jacobs has some blushes that are meant for draping, which I can't remember the makeup artist who started the draping thing. It wasn't Kevin Aucoin, it was Bandy? Something Bandy? I have a whole blog post about it and like the history of draping. But anyway, yeah, with draping you would bring a deeper blush up here and kind of basically contour with it. Much older contouring technique, like I would say like 70s into the 80s, and then Kevin Aucoin kind of perfected it, I would say, with using actual contour colors and like bronzer type shades or colors that mimic shadow. I'm going to take the blush shade in the center and just hit the more of the apples. I tend to apply my blush a little bit higher up and towards the back some, so I think that flatters my face shape. You see what a pretty blush shade this is though? It's so neutral. Like it's the most perfectly neutral everyday blush I think I've ever seen. Like it's perfection. And I really would recommend this color for anyone. Especially somebody who doesn't want to fuss with blush colors and just wants something sophisticated sable. Just trust me, try it. Things are a classic, have been around this long for a reason. I'm gonna jump into the top shade, which is the lightest, like kind of contoury shade. I mean, highlighty shade. It has a sheen to it, but it's not like glowing. It's a little more glowy than I remember it being as a kid or a teenager, but you know, it's a very subtle highlight. I think it's a good one for work, like every day. You don't want to be glowing for the gods, but you just want a little sheen on the cheeks. This is right here. It's a sophisticated glow. You pick it up on camera. The nose of the I'm gonna highlight with something else. This is more of a radiant lip from Within Glow. I think that's a very beautiful palette for every day, especially for wearing to work. It's a good little blush trio to have. Wet Wild Color Icon in Sunset Striptease. See here, it's a nice, just right bronzer. I'm gonna take that on this Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Blush. What is wrong with you, brush? It's all goofy. But because it's so floppy and it doesn't pick up a whole lot of pigment or a whole lot of the products, I can really control it. Come down there on the neck a little bit, warm it up. Up here around the hairline. This is my favorite brush for bronzer because it doesn't apply too much. I don't have to worry about looking orange or going overboard with it. It's so soft. It's also good for blush. If you tend to have a heavier hand, a really floppy brush like this is a good one. This little flat paddle brush here. It's a little fluffy. I'm just gonna go straight into Power Slayer and just run it kind of right along here. Pretty tight to the lash line and up into the upper eyeshadow just so they connect. I don't think I want a heavy under eye today. Come to focus just to be on the purple shine on the top. And for my actual highlighter, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Written in the Stars loose highlighter and hit the highest points of my cheeks. I have the Milkshake song stuck in my head. Why? So for lips, I picked up something else new from Covergirl. I know, I'm on a Covergirl kick. But they had an end cap of new stuff at CVS, which they never do at my local CVS. They suck. But I go in there because they'll have like a sale on like something or have extra care dollars. So I usually go there to stock up on things I know they have. They usually don't have like the new releases like Walgreens does. But anyway, this is the Covergirl Melting Pout Matte. I think these actually have been out a while, but they just had the new end cap of them finally. So it's pretty behind. But anyways, this is the shade Aristocratic. And I thought it was such a pretty color and I think it looked pretty with the purple. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that on and see how she looks. Ooh, it's my kind of color. Kind of like a raisiny, mauve-y. All these smell weird. They smell like a candle when you blow it out. That's so strange. It smells like a burnt candle. Oh my gosh. That's the strangest scent. I kind of like it though. Did I just do a Shane Dawson face? Just that. I think that applied really nicely. Let's go ahead and get that upper lip. I cannot get over that smell. That is so strange, but I like it. Oh, it's weird. It's like, it really does smell like a candle, like after you blow it out and then you smell it like the next day or something. That burnt smell, these smell burnt. Like burnt wax. This lipstick's getting, for me, I'm having a hard time applying it today, even though it's nothing against the product, it's me. I'm a little just rusty at it, I guess. But anyway, I think this is quite a lovely product. It's not very sticky feeling or anything. I think it's gonna dry down a little more, but it's definitely not transfer resistant, I don't think. I think it is long wearing, but it is gonna wear off over time, but it's gonna last a while. But I think it's not gonna survive drinking or eating. Let's see on my cup here. Not terrible, there's a little bit. It's more like excess product. but it looks good on the lips. I feel like this would last all day if you weren't, eating something messy or anything. Smell it on my lips, it just smells kind of odd in the tube. Also, my sense of smell is a little off right now because of the not smoking. I suddenly have a sense of smell that I did not have before, and I don't like it. Everything stinks. I'm like, oh, there's smells. Ew. Yeah, anyway, this is the finished look for today. Yeah, just a little sit down and talk while we do some makeup action. Anyway, yeah, it was fun, testing out some Covergirl products, some new ones, and some old classics that I just can't resist. Some products are just that good that everyone needs them, and there's a reason they're still on the market. Yeah, as we know that my content's not always going to be about mopey, sad stuff and mental health, and that's not something I talk about often. I just wanted to address it and be open about it because it's something that I'm going through, and it's having a huge impact on my life at the moment, and I needed to just be honest about it. And I'm saying that this isn't going to be the normal content or anything like that. It's going to be makeup oriented, but I feel like sometimes you need to talk about real life stuff and be open and honest. It's healthy. It feels healthy to me to communicate and just be an open book right now. Moving forward, things are going to be better. I'm going to be more productive. I want to make really good content. I want to be good. Just want you to know this isn't permanent. This mental state or this content, it's going to get better. It's going to be more makeup oriented and nice. And of course, there's going to be everyday, life updates and stuff. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today, and I hope that this continues. That I'm kind of out of the woods, at least for now, with the feeling miserable stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, and don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's up. How you guys doing? How you hanging in there? And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye now.